Here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. So glad you stopped by. And if you're brand new here, well, welcome. Why don't you grab a seat and why don't you stay a while? But as long as you're here, do me a couple favors. Go down and hit that subscribe button and make sure to ring that notification bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button, and before you head out, drop a comment. And if you're of the 780 plus regulars here, welcome back for another round. As you also hit that like button. And before you leave, yes, drop a comment, because as we all know, YouTube does love those comments. And of course, as always, share this video with your friends on all social media. My socials for Instagram and X are down below in the description, along with a link to that fabulous Joker Voice merch store. Well, it's about time. After a closing segment on last week's Smackdown and an opening segment from this past Monday on Raw, things are finally starting to feel like WrestleMania season. And yet, with all of that, there are still some of the WWE's top talents that still have no clear path to Las Vegas at the Showcase of the Immortals. So let's take a look at what WWE did well and what they still need to fix with just 30 days until WrestleMania.
This is gonna be good.
Now, ever since the Royal Rumble at the end of January, we've officially been on the road to WrestleMania. I mean, Liv Morgan and Roman Reigns chose Stephanie Vaquer and CM Punk as the WrestleMania opponents. And outside of a promo segment here and there between Punk and Roman, hasn't been a lot to drum up a lot of excitement. And then a month later at the Elimination Chamber, Randy Orton and Rhea Ripley winning didn't do much to generate any excitement either. And then Cody Rhodes, just a few weeks ago, defeats Drew McIntyre to once again hold the WWE Championship. And that led to last week on SmackDown with Randy Orton holding the title as the show goes off the air. And in the background, there's a beaten, bloody champion. Interest just picked up.
That's a fact.
And that brings us to this past Monday on Raw, where in the opening segment, Seth Rollins and his masked man are in there. He's cutting a promo, and Paul Heyman comes out to interrupt, and he's showing the effects of the chair shot and the stomp that he took 2 weeks prior. Looks all disheveled. Great method acting by Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman angrily says, F-A, F-O, F-A, F-O, F-A, F5. All of a sudden, you know what's coming out. Brock Lesnar comes out. He makes his way to the ring. There's about a dozen of the masked geeks there. He takes them all to Suplex City. And this just leaves Seth and Brock in the ring. And we're thinking, storyline, this makes sense. We're going to get Seth and Brock at WrestleMania. Fine, but we've seen this before. Swerve happens. Cue the music, and out comes the ruler, Oba Femi. We get the confrontation with stare down in the ring. Seth dips out. Brock turns around and gets hit. Oba Femi picks him up and hits one of the biggest fall from grace sit down power bombs I have ever seen. Oba Femi gets up, puts his foot into Brock Lesnar's chest, points at the WrestleMania sign, and it is now official. Oba Femi has answered the open challenge, and it will be Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi at WrestleMania.
It's so badass.
So, yes, WWE gave some excitement in what has been up to this point a rather mundane, pedestrian build to their biggest event of the year. And as exciting as Oba and Brock that announcement is, that's only the fifth match officially declared for what is a two-night event. And as a result of this, there are still some major names with major championships that have no clear path to Las Vegas. We're going to start with a couple of names here. I mean, going over to SmackDown, and aside from the main event scene on Friday night, the most exciting part of that show is the United States Championship and the current champion, Carmelo Hayes. Finally, he's getting to show what he can do in the ring with just excellent match after excellent match after excellent match. Not having him already locked down into a match for WrestleMania.
That makes no sense.
And another name is the role model, Bayley. I mean, yes, last year she was pulled from WrestleMania 41 with a injury, kayfabe injury. But don't forget the year before that, in one of the best matches of the entire show, she walked out as the WWE Women's Champion. Oh, yeah. And speaking of talent who walked out of last year's WrestleMania as champions, hey guys, I'll get you back to the video in just a second, but let me tell you something about something that's really cool. So, as you know, on Wednesday Nights Overbooked, myself and the guys, well, mostly me, have an affinity for the Joshis, those exciting Japanese female wrestlers that just excite us match after match after match. Well, myself and my friend Jacob Ironside came up with this idea, and we got together with Mixed Tees to bring you guys this. A brand new shirt design with the original Wednesday Nights Overbooked logo on the front and Ron on the back. So little Joshi love here where you get to walk around with the likes of Kairi Sane, Asuka, Julia, and Iyo Sky all for yourself. Now, this shirt is going to be available on my merch store at Mixed Tees. Link is down below in the description. But this is only available for a limited time. This will be available till April 19th, night 2 of WrestleMania. And proceeds in this time frame from all sales, all the merch is available. Percentage of all the revenue generated is going to the Starting Foundation of America. So get yourself something really cool and give to a good cause. With that, back to the video. Yeah, not only did these two talents I'm going to talk about walk out as champion, but they walked in to WrestleMania 41 as defending champions. And the first one we'll talk about is the Ring General, Gunther. We have a two-time world heavyweight champion, the guy with the longest intercontinental championship reign. The guy's been MIA for the last 2 weeks, has not been seen on TV at all. And we're talking Gunther here, the guy who retired Goldberg, John Cena, and AJ Styles in a 4-month span. And he does not have a path to WrestleMania? Don't even get me started on what they're doing with the genius of the Sky, Iyo Sky. She is the best bell-to-bell talent Paul Levesque has on his entire roster. And this is the same Iyo that Paul Levesque said that if his entire roster was decimated, as long as he had Iyo, he would be fine. The woman who last year defended her title at WrestleMania 41 in what was not only probably the best match of both nights of WrestleMania 41, but it was probably the best women's WrestleMania match ever. And the fact that these two of your best talents in the entire roster right now do not have a path to WrestleMania.
It's wrong.
But again, folks, these are just my thoughts. I want to hear yours down below in the comments. And please be sure to tune in tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific, right here on this channel, where me and the guys will be talking about some of this and a whole lot more. There's a lot of news in the wrestling world. Of course, I'm talking about Wednesday night is overbooked. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I really appreciate it. And I will see you folks all very soon. Hope you're having a great week. Have a wonderful rest of the week ahead of you. Always have fun. Keep talking. Keep smiling. Until next time.
I say you better